Spontaneity can yield unexpected results at times, but in order to get the most out of your social media, you must prepare ahead of time. To get there, you need a target and a plan. The target is your social media strategy in general, the big picture. The goals are the social media strategies, which are the methods and means by which you can achieve the goal. Today we are going to discuss about the 5 measures to get acquainted with social media preparation. I am Charlie Chan Mante, your digital partner, and this is Social Media Planning. So first I will discuss to you what the 5 measures are, and then we will go deeper to each one of them. Alright, so the first one is to set SMART goals. The second one is to establish and monitor KPIs. Third one is to perform audience research. And the fourth one is to choose social media platforms. Last one is to develop an editorial calendar. Let's go to the first one. Alright, setting SMART goals. Any social media strategy should begin with at least one target in mind. And the aim must include goals that are not ambiguous, unattainable, and open-ended. To create SMART targets, choose objectives that are S. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. SMART. If your company is new to the market, your primary aim could be to ensure that more consumers are aware of us. Convert the broad statement into a more specific target, such as gain a certain number of social media followers or generate a certain number of brand mentions. Let's go to measurable. You'll never know whether you've met your target if you can't measure your success. Consider how you can track success by monitoring participation, counting followers on your social media sites, or employing other metrics. However, avoid those annoying vanity metrics that just make a social media manager feel good but don't actually produce more business. Achievable. You can dream big, but setting impossible goals will not help your team or your brand. Instead of striving for 10 million followers or new followers for a small account, pick an amount that you can realistically reach if you execute well. Alright, so that's achievable. Now let's go to relevant. It is difficult to be motivated to achieve a lofty target if the outcome is unimportant in the long run. Rather than focusing on a long list of small targets, direct your attention and money toward the priorities that are most important to the success of your brand. And lastly is being timely. Every target requires a deadline, right? Or else you'll be working on it indefinitely. Give your social media targets deadlines so you can easily apply resources and monitor progress. Okay, so that's the first step, that's setting SMART goals. The second measure is to establish and monitor KPIs. What is KPI? So KPI means key performance indicator. And a performance indicator or a key performance indicator is a type of performance measurement. KPIs evaluate the success of an organization or of a particular activity in which it engages. So how do we do it? Setting and monitoring the main performance indicators that you need to achieve is much easier once you've defined SMART social media goals. For example, if you've set a target of gaining 5,000 new followers in the next quarter, make sure you're constantly increasing your audience each month. Check your follower count by directly logging into your brand social media accounts or by using social media software to monitor growth across all platforms at once. Get it? Let's go to the next one. Perform audience research. Knowing the brand's target is critical for successful marketing. After all, You want your social media posts to aid in your engagement with your target audience, right? So here are the following strategies to better understand your future customers. First, take a poll of your current clients. Ask your customers directly what they like about your brand or what problems your goods solve, whether by email, a questionnaire, a phone call, or a video conference, or even a face-to-face meeting. Second, examine the latest following. Examine the audience statistics on your brand's social media accounts to learn about the age, the gender, the place, the interests of your followers. Examine your various social media profiles and observe how your target audience communicates with your brand. Lastly, develop buyer personas. This is very important. You have to consolidate your consumer research into one or more buyer personas that reflect your brand's target customer. So of course you have to understand who your target customers are for you to be able to evolve on your brand, right? Okay, so let's go to the fourth step or fourth measure. Choosing social media platforms. It's common to believe that every popular brand must be present on any social media site, but this isn't the case. Find out what channels have the most value for your brand before you start building profiles on any possible platform. First, examine general demographic data to determine which platform is most likely to attract your ideal customer. For example, if your ideal buyer is between the ages of 18 and 24, you may want to concentrate your efforts on Snapchat or Instagram. Perhaps they prefer live streaming such as Periscope. Following that, conduct some simple competitor analysis. Discover which networks your closest rivals have used and which channels produce the best results. Then, use your findings to determine which social media sites to use for your brand. Lastly, develop an editorial calendar. After researching your target audience and selecting social media sites, you must build an editorial calendar. Right now, you can download a free social media calendar. So, a calendar basically helps you plan for each social media networks to customize posts instead of spamming all platforms with the same message. Alright? Okay, so you can search up in Google which social media calendars can be useful to you and which social media calendar would be more convenient for you to use. Alright? And begin by outlining the major promotions you'll be focusing on during the year, such as new product releases and seasonal specials. Then, make a list of blog posts you'd like to share and annual activities you should attend. Don't forget to include industry-specific activities and holidays. Accountants and financial services, for example, could be more mindful of April 15 and tax-related deadlines than brands in other industries. Wedding and prom seasons, as well as Fashion Week, that's one of the grandest. Those can be highlighted in a beauty brand's social media account. When producing content, PR agencies must also take special considerations that they must be aware of. Consider the psychology behind the social media posts as well. Why are people talking about it? What motivates them to share it? Assign team members to write copy and manage creative for each article. And then schedule content to be published at the most appropriate time for your audience. So once again, those are the 5 measures that you need to get acquainted with social media preparation. Set SMART goals, establish and monitor KPIs, perform audience research, choose social media platforms. Lastly, develop an editorial calendar. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, comment down below and I would be happy to answer each one of them to the best that I can. Thank you so much and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more knowledge. Once again, this is Charity Chan Mate, your digital partner.